Shalom Maki, so I was lesson to give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Kamadash. The ones my apostle and the great most one that taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere archangel, especially this truth. And all truth sincerity on the folk of the earth didn't lead to us, Shalom. The brother Uriah, the great one of Miami Cap. And come back to the spirit of Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, making up the lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to how, as men of the Lord, we are to examine ourselves. It's like Drake under the weather. But as men of the Lord, we are to examine ourselves, man. We are to, in the phrase, look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, man. Kind of self-reflect on the things that you are doing in your walk, in your day-to-day lives, man. Whether you, think about something you did or how you can benefit, this truth. We got to constantly examine ourselves. Because we don't want to just be, a chick, like a saying, a chicken with its head kind of cut off, or being a parrot. We want to examine ourselves whether we doing what's pleasing to the Lord. Whether it be studying or praying or fasting. Because sometimes nobody knows yourself better than you. A brother may think so highly of you, but to you, you feel like you barely making ends meet. So we are to constantly examine ourselves. Constantly look back at the things that we could do better, man. If you ain't got to do this something that's beneficial to the spirit this day, do it another day. Constantly, fighting, constantly thinking, about the ministry, about this truth, and about Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Because we don't want to get, rebuked. We want to stay far from that. We want to be, on the good side of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That's why we have to constantly make sure that we doing everything we got to do, whether it be in this truth and in the world too. It's not only in the truth you are to examine yourself. You are to examine yourself in your daily walk, man. Whether you're going to work, whether you're going out in the world, are you moving with wisdom? Are you applying the scriptures? Are you taking care of your financial needs? Are you not doing too much of one thing? We are to constantly think of these things, man. Not so only, this truth, of course, this truth comes first. But outside this truth, we have lives to live. And within our lives, we have to conduct ourselves, with wisdom, and not moving as people in the world. But I had a couple precepts lined up. This is 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, right, man? The outward man perishes. The man that we used to be in this world, that man perishes in the old ways that we used to do. That perishes. Yet the inner man is renewed day by day, right, man? The inner man, the man that's doing the work, is being renewed day by day. Because guess what? You may watch a video and that may uplift you in the spirit. You may get a breakdown that you never knew before. You might learn a new breakdown of a word before, or a little Hebrew. That is your inner man being renewed, man. That's your how am I say? That's your your inner man being a renewed, changed. But coming with that comes with examination. What are you lacking through the spirit? Pray for it. What do you need more of? Pray for it, man. It takes you to sit back and pray to Yahweh Shai, or just to sit back, and notice, what do you feel like that you need to do more of? And I'm pretty sure everybody knows what they got to do more of, whether it be praying, fasting, doing your videos more, You know, because I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. You know, we all have we all have this walk of ours. You know, but don't let certain stumbling blocks keep you so down. You know, use the stumbling blocks as ways to increase in the spirit. You know, yeah, another precept. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5, and it says, "Examine yourself, whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates." Right, man. Examine ourselves. You know, whether we be in the faith. You know, whether we notice that we're not doing too much of one thing. You know, because also understand that it's a balance in the truth. You know, we gonna we gonna go to work. You know, we gonna go to fellowship. You know, it's a balance. You know, not doing too much of the other, because guess why? You know, it's the same in the world. Too much of anything is not good for you. Even too much reading is not good for you. Even too much studying is not good for you. Everybody got their limit of how long they can study and read. You know, but ultimately is where your balance is at. You know, is where you're examining yourself to see, okay, if I read a chapter here, you know, today, let me digest it. And then the next day, I vibe out, and then the next day, I read another chapter. However it may be. But guess what? That is you examining yourself. That is you realizing, okay, I'm being balanced. Knowing, not to be over righteous. Because that's how the Lord deals with, man, with balance. This is another precept. This is Ephesians 4, verse 22. I'm gonna get it more. KJV. It's Ephesians 4, verse 22, and it says that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to deceitful lust. Right. Part of examining yourself, is putting off that old man. Wicked, not wicked, but old ways that you used to do in the world. One coming into this truth. Don't try to bring them ways into the truth, man. You used to smoke a lot, used to eat pork a lot. These things come with putting off the old man. Because when you come in this truth, guess what? You are reborn again. So certain things that we can't do anymore. Ultimately, whether you walk in this thing, examination is needed. Because if you don't see that you falling here and there, that's not a good sight for you. If you don't see that, hey, I'm fucking up here, or I'm doing this too much. You are never gonna be in the right path, man. If you can't see, where where you're lacking, or you can't take, counsel from brothers when they tell you something, because you gonna ultimately examine yourself, but brothers are gonna examine you as well. But you want to be that first person to, be on yourself, man. And you want to make yourself sure that you're in good case. And it says, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, right? That old man is corrupt. And we all were of this world, and we all know the things of this world, which is wickedness, death, being a nigga, trying to gain riches in Babylon, knowing that it's about to be destroyed, These are all things that we used to prosper in the world, man. Brothers used to eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, but guess what? And we changed from those things, man. That's part of coming into this truth, and putting off that old man. And it says, verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Right, man. Being renewed in the spirit of your mind. In verse 24, and it says, and that ye put on the new man, which is after the Most High, is created in righteousness and true holiness. Right, man. Hey, putting on that new man, coming in, coming into this truth, and changing your ways, and and being a brother, constantly study, praying, and fasting. Applying the scriptures. That's a man of Yahweh Shem Shai. Ultimately, brother, a brother that's on top of their, business. Whether they doing in the world, if you got a job, you taking care of your bills. If you got an Eve and you got children, you doing what you need to do to the spirit. Examine yourself, and see what you're lacking. See what you need to do better. Because we all got to do better in something, man. Because we cannot say that we're perfect. Nobody's perfect, but it's just the effort. You know, it's the effort that or I'm gonna say the effort to want to be perfect. You know, but what does that take first? Examination, examining yourself, man. Seeing where you lack, seeing what you could do better for y'all about Shimon Shai. You know, but this is the quick lesson to the spirit by Yahweh Shimon Shai. And I'm entitled lesson. We are to examine ourselves. Look at ourselves and notice our flaws and notice what we can do better through the spirit by Yahweh Shimon Shai. So low one was edified. Down I give our praises to Yahweh Bahashim Shai Bahashim Kakadashi. That one is my apostle, elders of great mental and taught me the truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akims. With that, I want to say Shalom.